I am Motunui. My original form was built on the world of Spherus Magna more than 100,000 years ago. I was built to bring order back to my world and its people, but I lost my way. With the help of new and old friends, I have one final chance to fulfill my duty and my destiny. I found myself on the largest chunk of Spherus Magna, which the survivors called Bara Magna. Using the Mask of Life, I created a new, smaller body for myself and learned more about duty and friendship than I had in all the thousands of years of being a robot. Along the way, I discovered clues of how I might free my people who remained enslaved by Makuta inside my old body. Long ago, the world of Spherus Magna was prosperous and serene. But the discovery of a powerful energy source at the core of the planet turned its people against one another. Warriors fought for different sides until the stresses of battle nearly tore the planet apart. Wise but fallible great beings constructed a giant robot, but the power source was unstable, and an explosion scattered parts of the metal giant across the face of the planet. Spherus Magna's past could be my future. Only two things stand in the way of freeing my people: finding a way of fixing and powering the old robot, and getting permission to use it. I have a feeling neither will be an easy task. Following an Agoriva as well as the object of my search, a massively energetic object that could power up the Bara Magna robot. It's ancient and unstable, but it's also my only chance to redeem my people's suffering. Now for the hard part. Convincing the Glatorian and Agori to allow me to use their new mega village made from the failed robot that exploded eons ago. After all they have suffered, the last thing I want to do is take away their newfound security, but I must ask. The fate of my people rests on their answer, and I also suspect their own well-being depends on this broken-down robot shell. Learning from their mistakes, the great beings desperately constructed a new, larger robot. This machine was infused with an intelligence and mission to learn about the universe, and thus I awoke as the intellect of a giant robot. Smaller beings were placed inside me to maintain the inner workings. My earliest memories are of being activated on Spherus Magna. Safety measures in the form of 6 Toa warriors were put into place, just in case of unforeseen disaster. Little did anyone realize how vital these 6 beings would be in saving countless lives. My construction was completed just in time. As I left my home planet, energized protodermis leaked from the world's core and triggered a massive explosion that flung 2 huge chunks into orbit. These became the jungle moon of Bota Magna and the ocean world of Aqua Magna. The desert world that remained was renamed Bara Magna by the survivors. The village elder has granted me use of the robot. My newfound power supply lets me take control, but I must constantly monitor and adjust the ancient systems. I have no Matoran to regulate this body. The Mask of Life helps me master it, but it is still desperately hard to control. Nevertheless, it feels good to once again control a powerful robotic body. Dimly, I can sense my old body standing on the water moon. Although I no longer control it, I know that battles rage throughout the robot that Makuta Pterodax now controls. The Toa and Matoran I ignored for so long fight in vain to free themselves from an evil I allowed to flourish. I must help them.